I was called to talk. You want the long version or the short one? We have been married for 59 years, as I said. I got married when I was 22 years old. I didn't know squat about marriage, about how to be a husband, how to be a father. But she was 5 years older than I was. She was more mature than I was. And she used to babysit kids, so she loved kids. I'm saying this because she gave our kids love, I gave them discipline. Mike, my oldest son, knows. Well, I was raised a Roman Catholic, and as such I used to go to the Catholic Church every Sunday. I used to observe the Lenten services. But I knew Christ, but I didn't know him personally. And in 1980, I went to England on a job for my company, and the world, as I knew it, turned around completely. My eldest son, Michael, which is here present, he told me that he had abandoned the Catholic Church and then followed the Assembly of God religion. At the time, I didn't know all these denominations, and I thought he was following a cult like this Jim Jones. So I waited until I came back home. I asked him what happened, and he said, God told me that what I'm doing is not right. I said, he told me also that he had dropped college because God told him that he didn't want him to do that. So I thought to myself, I said, why did God wait until you graduated? Anyway, he used to throw Bible verses at me, and I didn't know a squat about the Bible. So that pushed me to go on the Bible and try to read it and understand it so that I could have arguments with it. But the more I read it, the more I realized that what he was telling me was the truth. It was from God's Word. Amen. It took me 6 years in order to be able to really know what the Bible was all about. I came to know Christ better, and finally, in 1986, under Charlie Rizzo's church, I accepted Christ as my Savior.
Amen. Amen.
This was the turning point in my life. Because Christ became the center of my life and our marriage.
Praise God.
Thank you, Jesus.
It was the fear, the reverence, and the love of God which solidified our marriage. In the years, I realized that a good marriage is not the big things, it is the little things that one does for each other. The everyday struggles in life. I remember that when I used to come back from work, I used to sit down on the couch, watch TV, and wait until dinner was ready. Yeah, I didn't realize that she was looking after the kids all day long. And she was working all day long. So, a good marriage is the good relationship, the physical, emotional, and financial meeting of each other's needs. So, try to help your wife to do the dishes, to raise the kids up, to do things for her. Take her out to dinner one of these days. And try to make her life better. Take her to the movies. Give her roses for no reason at all. And you're going to realize that God is there with you. So and if I didn't mention love in this, in all these things, is because the summation of all these little things is so flawless.
Yeah.
Plato, the old Greek philosopher born around 428 BC, said, he had a legend that said that man was created twice his size, but he became so proud of himself that the gods decided to cut him in half. And the legend says that the two halves, when they come together, that's when the marriage comes into play. Because they lost themselves after they were cut in half. Then they meet, they marry, and they become complete again. And as William Barclay said, the noted professor of the university in Glasgow, I believe, in Scotland, said that the basis of marriage is the foundation. It is the love to satisfy the other's needs, not your own. It is the love to serve. It is love to understand and thus to forgive. It is Christ's love, which knows that to forgive is to become self again, and to really to become one with each other when you forget about yourself but think about your spouse. So Richard and Nick and Nicky, I bless you, and I pray that God will be with you now and the rest of your lives. God bless you.
You guys were worried that they weren't going to